Hey gang, welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan. As you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, I'm about to do my first list. So we're going to talk about 10 fragrances that I feel are fantastic for the Texas heat. And I'm not talking 85, 90 degrees. I'm talking when it's over 100, when it's triple digit heat outside. The heat in Texas will just destroy you. The heat in Texas, when it's 105 degrees and it feels like it's 115, and you take a shower and you're soggy by the time you get to your car, requires a fragrance for the task. And we're going to start at the top, and we're going to go through the fragrances I have lined up here behind me. I was only able to get 8 across my shelf here, but I've got 2 more underneath for a total of 10 plus 1 bonus one. All right, so we're going to start with one of my all-time favorites. This is Armaf Aura Fresh. This is a clone of Versace Mano Fresh, and I actually really like this one better than Aura Fresh. It's a very, very close clone. This one has more of a powdery note, and this is an eau de parfum. And this one lasts long. It's cool, it's refreshing, and it has a very, very slight powdery note. And plus, it's got a magnet. You can pick this up for $19 to $25 just about anywhere. The most I've seen it for, oddly enough, was on eBay for $30. Don't buy it from eBay. I bought this off of Gift Express, and I've bought at least 25 fragrances off of Gift Express, and I've had no problem. But this is an absolute banger in the triple digit heat. You catch a whiff off of it if the wind's blowing at all, and it's refreshing, and it'll bring your tired, sweaty body back to life. So we're going to put that over there. The next one is one of the OGs of the fragrance world, and this stuff still kicks fragrance butt. Aqua de Jo is still an awesome, awesome fragrance. People bag on the performance, but I'm still able to get 6 hours of this out of the heat. You know, in the heat, I can still get a good 6 hours out of this, and people still will compliment you on it. It's super refreshing when the breeze blows by, not only for you, but for those around you. And this is still about 60 or 70 bucks, I think. You can probably find this cheaper than that. I think I paid 60 for this. But it's still another banger for the high Texas heat. And what can you say about Profundo? Not much, except it's just bloody awesome. This works in the day. This works in the night. That aquatic note that it has, the mineralic note. A good substitute for this is Chrome Extreme. I like this one a little better. Chrome Extreme is a little sweet, so you have to adjust your sprays up and down. But Chrome Extreme is definitely not too sweet to wear in the high Texas heat, and you get good performance out of it. So this would be number 3 on my list for the high Texas heat. Well, it's obvious what I think about this one. I've gone halfway through it. This is probably my favorite to wear in the Texas heat because how do I put this? It doesn't overpower, and it becomes kind of a, I don't know, how do I say this? I don't know, it's just very refreshing. It's not an overpowering scent, but it'll be there with you. It'll be there when you're walking past people, and it'll give them a whiff that'll get them refreshed too. And this stuff really isn't too expensive. This is one of the early bottles to my collection. My collection's only about 2 or 3 years old, but I've flat worn this out. In fact, I'm going to put some of this on right now. And you can do 6 or 7 sprays of this and not be overwhelmed. And not overwhelm anybody with it. And that just went on my shirt, but that's okay. So this is what I'm wearing for the day. I love this stuff. Oh, and also you can find a matching 2-in-1 body wash for this too. And that'll layer it on something fierce. It's great. Now, this one's Divisive. Not a lot of people like this. Well, actually more people than what you would think by watching YouTube videos, because this got crapped on pretty hard. But this is fantastic. This is a little more substantive. The notes in this one are fantastic. And what's great about this one, this is also good for a summer evening. It's got enough depth. It's got enough character. It's what do you call it? Hang on, I'm having a brain fart. The juniper in here is just fantastic. It almost has kind of a musky note, and I love musky notes and fragrances. Just it's kind of my jam. And don't laugh when I pull these out. This is Summer Days right here from Calvin Klein. There's some coconut in here. There's some lavender in here. It's a summer fougere, and this will give you about 4 or 5 hours, depending on your skin type. I know that when I put on some Lubriderm, I can get about 5 or 6 out of this. But for a cheapie, for a super cheapie, this shouldn't be overlooked. This is super in the Texas heat. This is just nuts in the Texas heat. This is so close to the Ralph Lauren Polo DNA. It's not even funny. And it lasts longer too. This is another good one from Calvin Klein. I would even put the original Calvin Klein in this list, but I just now remembered it. But that would also be fantastic for the summer heat. It's light. It still has some staying power. And when people are around you, you're going to be refreshing to them. And it's going to be enjoyable. And it'll put some energy back in you that heat is trying to take out. We're getting down to my 2 favorites for the summer heat. And this is the most expensive one of them all. But still, you can catch this. The mint and the citrus note up top on this. This stuff is insane. This is ultimate refreshment right here for a tired, sweaty body and a tired, sweaty soul. This is good if you're going to go out and say you want to go to a concert, or you're going to go out and say you live in Fort Worth and you're lucky enough to be able to go to Joe T. Garcia's and have a couple of cold drinks, whether it's iced tea or adult beverages, and some of them killer fajitas. This is what I would wear. You can dress this up with a nice t-shirt or a business casual, but this is worth having. And if you're on a budget like me, I'm super glad that I saved my money and bought this. I paid like $70 for this, and it's just awesome. So if you're getting started in fragrances, I would recommend saving up some cash to buy this. This is just nuts good. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doop. And I'm going to save my favorite for last, or next to last, and Nautica Voyage. This stuff gets bagged on by people in the fragrance community, but to us normal folks, which I still consider myself a normal folk, that aquatic and cucumber note on a super hot day is just incredibly refreshing. It'll put some pep in your step. It'll make you revived. And you can pick this up on Amazon for $20. My buddy Dave Boswell, he loves this stuff. And we hang out together in my friend's garage when we're barbecuing and stuff. And I can always catch a whiff of this off of him. And it's like, it's like a cool, refreshing breeze. And this stuff, many people try to knock it, but I don't know why. It's good stuff. Is it interesting? Is it daring? No. But I just want to smell good. That's all. That's all. And this is one of my all-time favorites from somebody you may have never heard of, Sterling Soap Company. This has lavender, bergamot, it has lime up top, and it has a lovely coconut note. And this is the one I reach for most. This is a new bottle. I bought this toward the end of the summer. And what's great about Sterling stuff, if you really like the scent, they make shampoo bars and soap bars to go along with it. They make shaving soap to go along with it. And like I've told some of the people who watch my channel for the fragrances, you can get the shaving soap and the aftershave to go along with this. And you don't have to use the double-edged razors. You can still keep using your Harry's blades and get the benefit of this wonderful, wonderful fragrance. I want to spray that again because it's just nuts good. Oh, the lime and the coconut and this stuff. And it doesn't smell like anything else. I want to see if I can get Rod to comment on this, because I don't know if he was trying to clone anything, which he may have been, but it doesn't matter to me if it's a clone or not. All I know is this stuff is awesome. My only problem with this is I wish it was in a bigger bottle. All right, so that's 10. And I'm going to give you one more. And I'm going to do a separate video on this one. And this is aromatic watermelon. This is Dossier's take on Polo Blue, which is an ultimate summertime high heat banger. But this one also has some depth. I actually like this better than Polo Blue. It lasts longer than Polo Blue. And that juicy watermelon accord at the top just makes you want to go have a pina colada. It's awesome. And you can't go wrong with it. And what's great about this, you can pick this up for 20 bucks from Dossier's website. And if you like Polo Blue, the original EDT, but you don't like the fact that it disappears faster than a mobile home in a tornado, try this and give it a shot and let me know what you think. Man, that's it. That is 11. Let me know in the comments some suggestions that you have for good triple-digit heat fragrances. And I do believe there is a big difference between 85 and 90 degrees and 110. I think it takes a special kind of fragrance to work in that heat. So number one, it doesn't make you sick. You can't wear anything too heavy in that kind of heat. And number two, so it brings refreshing to those around you. And that's one thing I really like to do, because it's hot and people get tired. And if they catch a whiff of something, it might just change their whole complexion. Anyway, we've got some more fragrance reviews coming up. I have got a fragrance coming in from Victoria's Secret. It's called Deep Water for him. And I haven't seen too many people do a review on that. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I will probably post that video later today. I appreciate all you guys who subscribed. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. And I wanted to say thank you for putting up with the video that I posted yesterday about my bass guitar, because my favorite thing to do is to encourage people not to give up. And all the fragrances in the shaving videos are outward expressions of hope that we have on the inside. Because if you feel good on the inside, man, that stuff just comes spilling over to the outside. And the shaving and the fragrances and the grooming is all just part of it. It's a reflection of what's going on the inside. So thank you guys for watching. God bless you guys. Take care of each other and have a wonderful, wonderful day.